It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the only two teams to meet in the Super Bowl 3 different times. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Now, man, back for his second go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On play action, here's Dak. That's complete to Elliott. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught. What a throw. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
Quarterbacks like him are just so hard to defend, Mike, because not only can they beat you with their arm and their ability to process and spread the ball out to the other playmakers, but it's their ability to hurt you when things break down. It's just hard to defend plan B, plan C. You might defend plan A really well, but man, I'll tell you, you just can't simulate his speed in practice. You can't simulate his ability to make guys miss and extend plays. And when that coverage breaks down or that defensive front doesn't get home, he can make you pay in a lot of different ways.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry for one of the most versatile players in the league, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here with Zeke. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Cook's able to pull that one in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Prescott on 1st down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Third and a yard. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, it is Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He fumbled the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run Zeke up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. To the left side, caught by Lamb. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The toss here to Zeke. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Fields. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's a give left side to Harris. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. The The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Again, here's Zeke. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Cooks going in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down. Here's Dak to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
1st down, Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Again, Prescott to the air. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. Good blocking, and he's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will open up a 6-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Now, Fields. Threw it with the catch. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Harris. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page and the ball falls incomplete.
He finds Austin with the grab. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Harris again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Fields. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job of it.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Fields now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this 1st half. First and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Pistol now for Prescott. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. On second down, it's Dak. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain.
And he's into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Handoff here to Zeke. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. To throw is Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. He is in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. The Cowboys tack on one more to their lead.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a